So I went on this rabbit hole on TikTok where Gen Z was basically discussing the job market and why they don't want to work and why they aren't working as much as millennials and, baby boomers and the generations before Gen Z. Now me, I'm 19 years old, so I am a part of Gen Z. I was born in 2005, and I'm going to tell y'all my opinions on this as a Gen Zer. And hopefully y'all in the comments down below, if y'all can agree with me, let me know. If y'all can't, y'all got other opinions, let me know as well, because we can debate about this all day. But without further ado, let's get into the first video.
I just want to come on here and say that the job market right now is ghetto. And it's not even ghetto fabulous. It's just ghetto. Okay? If you have a job, and even if you don't even like that job, stay in that job until you find something else, because it ain't even worth it out here. I've been seeing people up and down my timeline saying like, oh, I just quit. I'm going to do this full time. Baby girl, don't even bother. Don't even bother, because the job market is ghetto. Okay? I say all of that because I made a video yesterday after leaving the mall, because I had a really terrible experience really waiting around for someone to interview me at a specific department store. Now, I'm not going to go through parts of my resume again because I've already done that once before. But what I will say is that I do have other things lined up, and I'm hoping that God will place me in a job that is right for me, that my expertise and all my experience will be able to shine through, and I'll be able to work for a company that really loves me, loves what I have to offer, and loves what I have to bring to the table. I say all of that to say that shouts out to all of y'all for commenting on my video and telling me what you would do in my situation, what you wouldn't have done, and even telling me to contact corporate. Now, I try my best not to always jump to contacting corporate, because you don't know if when I do contact corporate, if that person is going to lose their job, which is going to be a domino effect on their family. And I'm not out here trying to hurt anyone, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be okay. I just have to wait for what's right for me. What's for me is for me.
Okay, I agree with that. Basically, people just complain about the job market and how none of these jobs want to hire people because they don't have experience. And then some of the people have experience, have degrees, have all the education you need, and they still are not getting hired. And if they're getting hired based on low salaries that aren't really livable wages. My thing is, my advice for all the young people out there right now is you need to either learn a trade. And a trade means go to real estate school, get a real estate license, go get your CDLs, go learn construction work, go learn a trade and a skill that can't be replaced by robots, okay? That's really the key right now, because y'all see the job market right now. All the regular jobs, low-key, why they don't want to hire y'all is because they low-key, what I think, this is my hypothesis, is they really about to get AI and get all these robots in, these factory jobs, these fast food jobs, and that's who's got to be running these low-end jobs. So they're really not going to need y'all. They're really not going to need y'all people to work, because for one, they're greedy as fuck. Y'all got to realize these people and these corporations and these businesses are greedy. They're money hungry and they're not trying to pay these humans. But if they can get a robot to do it for free, they can spend like $30,000 on one robot and that's it. And that robot can just keep their business running. They're going to do that before they pay you $45,000 a year. So the thing that my advice to all the young people out there right now is to learn a trade. Go to trade school. Go get you some type of certificate in something that cannot be replaced. Robots, as of right now, cannot build no apartment buildings, cannot really build roads and highways. So go get a construction. You know what I'm saying? Low key, I mean, real estate agents, there's still going to be a need for real estate, because one thing about real estate, it's not going nowhere. Somebody is always going to be in need for a house, and they may not always want to go to the internet and go with a robot or something. So go get a real estate license or go to the medical field. I mean, I've heard that they're trying to get robots to replace some nurses, but at least the one thing you know about the medical field is that there's somebody going to always need a doctor. Somebody always going to need a nurse, regardless whether robots take over or not. Somebody else always going to need some type of nurse, some type of person in the medical field. So go to the medical field or start a business. Now, starting a business, that might be one of the hardest things on this list. But if you can find something that you're passionate about, like some type of business model, or if you can invent something, that is where the money is going to be at Gen Z, okay? If you're Gen Z and you're like me, you're like 18, 19, 17, 16, and you're trying to figure out life right now, Starting a business or getting to social media marketing or social media management or anything with social media, AI, or content creation, that is where the money is at. Okay, if you want to get ahead, go take some tech classes. Go get into something that's going to benefit you, y'all. Because whether we like it or not, AI is progressing daily. Daily, daily, daily. AI is getting updates all the time. Go learn Chat GPT. Go learn these softwares, y'all, that are going to make you money. Go learn that shit, y'all, for real. Tech jobs is not going nowhere no time soon. If you can go to tech school, go to tech school. Law school, that's something else that robots can replace. Robots can't really replace no damn lawyer. So go get jobs and certificates and degrees and things that cannot be replaced, because if you're trying to get these low wage jobs, y'all see the people on the internet crying. Okay? It's not even that Gen Z is lazy. It's more so that these jobs just don't want to hire. And Gen Z know their worth. Gen Z is not working for crumbs. Okay, millennials might have worked for crumbs. The baby boomers might have worked for crumbs. The people before the baby boomers might have worked for crumbs. But Gen Z is the generation that's standing up and like, hey, I'm not a slave. This is not slavery. I'm going to get what I deserve, or I'm not going to work at all. And that's the generation that I'm so proud to live in. Me and one of my friends were just having this conversation. If we was talking about being born in the 90s versus now. And honestly, I wouldn't even trade living now. With all the things that's going on in the world right now, I still think Gen Z is one of the best generations to be a part of. We have it, I'm not going to say we have it easier, but we have it where we are the generation where it's not so abnormal now to step out the box and go be an actor, to go be a rapper, to follow your dreams. I feel like as a millennial, for a person to step out and start rapping, or a person to step out and start acting, that was like oh my goodness, she is so brave. Now it's like, bitch, a new rapper every other day. Gen Z people, that's why I fuck with Gen Z, is because we as a whole are not scared to go chase our dreams. And that's what they don't like. These millennials lucky be hating on us because they were scared to follow their dreams. And now they want to follow their dreams now because they see that it's easier and they see that the dreams can actually come true. Gen Z is the generation that's going to go out for them dreams, baby. But let's watch another video, y'all.
Gen Z is the first generation in America that has absolutely no purpose or meaning in life. This is why they have terms like doomers. You know, this is why you ask them, hey, go buy a house, get married, have kids. And they say, what's the point? Inflation is going to make it impossible to retire. My house won't be worth anything. I can never afford a house. My education was super overpriced. Every institution's corrupt. Everybody's lying to me. Everything's pre-decided. The globalists are controlling everything. I'm just going to be told how to live. Why should I strive and have any ambition when I've been basically reduced to a category and I've already determined that my category is pre-designed not to be successful? So there's a learned hopelessness inside Gen Z. And you know, all these old baby boomers, millennials, and Gen Zers, they're like, well, they just don't want to work hard. I mean, well, ask yourself this. If you honestly believe that no matter what you did, you were going to lose the game, would you want to play the game? Like, how much fun would it be to be part of a football game if you were basically told before you even took the field that you were going to lose the game? What's the point? You see this even in professional football. After, you know, a team knows they're going to lose, you know, how hard do they play in the fourth quarter? They put their second string in. They put their third string in. They just, you know, try to find another game to play because the primary game is lost. So if you know you're going to lose the economic game, you know that the system is rigged, why do you care? So good philosophies, they give you meaning and hope.
Like, in my opinion, I feel like Gen Z don't want to get married no more because marriage don't hold the same value as it did back in the day. Unless you find you a good Christian, God-fearing man or woman, marriage is really just a piece of paper, and your husband gonna be probably cheating on you. And marriage is now more of a certificate of, how can I say this? Just like a status type of thing. Like, oh yeah, I'm a wifey. Oh yeah, I'm a husband. It's not even based off of love anymore. It's based off of social media content nowadays. Marriage is not even like a real commitment these days. That's why marriages nowadays only be lasting a year, 2 years, 6 months. Because marriage now is just for the gram and for status. And Gen Z is like, I ain't no point in me spending $10,000 on no wedding, $20,000 on a ring, and then this shit is really just for social media. So that's one thing. And then buying a house, Gen Z is the first generation to start realizing that just because you buy a house, even if I go buy a house right now, cash $250,000, that house is never mine. I'm gonna always have to pay tax on the house, and let me come off a year. Let a year come by and I don't pay them house taxes, honey. Snatched, tax lien, snatched. Gen Z is the generation that's realizing, like, I'm gonna buy a house to forever pay on it. You are never in America. You basically never own anything. You don't own shit in America. It don't matter if you got your name on that motherfucking deed. The title is yours. You don't own shit. My car in the garage, I bought cash when I was freaking 17. I have to pay tax on that car every year. If I don't pay them taxes, I don't get no tax. And guess what? If I don't get them tags, my car is gonna get impounded after a certain amount of tickets. Same with a house. If your house going to foreclosure due to you not paying them taxes, guess what? You don't own that house. So I feel like Gen Z is the generation that realizes that I never would own my house. I would never own this car. Marriage really is not real. We are starting to realize this shit. And they don't like it. That's why they want to call Gen Z lifeless, lonely, worthless. When really and truly, we the smartest generation. We ain't falling for these dumbass scams in this country. So shout out to motherfucking Gen Z for standing on big business. Shout out to y'all, because we the motherfucking done daughters, bitch. Gen Z, we got to be the generation to switch this shit around, okay? The millennials, they play the game. They try to feel like they was going to live this American dream. But I feel like us as Gen Zers, we understand that the American dream is just an illusion. There's no such thing for real. There's no such thing for real. And we understand that just because you work hard don't mean you're going to make a lot of money. Because we see people who barely do shit and make bank. Okay? But yeah, y'all, I'm going to end this video off right there. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with anything that I said or if you disagree with anything I said, because I like opinions and I like to debate. So let me know in the comments down below if you're a part of Gen Z, if you're a part of Millennial, if you're a baby boomer. Let me know where you at, or even if you're not Gen Z, because, you know, Gen Alpha, is it Gen Alpha? Something Gen X? I don't know. The new generation, they are born in, child, they is wild. Y'all talking about Gen Z is crazy? Watch out for Gen Alpha. Them motherfuckers is crazy. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out, y'all. Mwah. Stay blessed. Bye.